I was able to watch Godzilla Minus One, so here is my review on the movie. But before I review the movie, I just want to say that I am not a Godzilla person. The only movies I have seen are now Godzilla Minus One, obviously, because I'm reviewing it. I seen Godzilla versus Kong. I seen one. It was an older one that was Japanese. I don't really remember what it was called though. So I only seen a couple Godzilla movies. I think I seen Kingdom Monsters, maybe. I don't fully remember, but I haven't seen a lot. So the other reason I watched this movie, I was not gonna watch this movie. I was gonna skip it, never think about it again. But the reviews for this movie were good and saying it was the best Godzilla movie yet. So that convinced me to watch it. So what did I think of it? Well, let's start off with everything I liked about it. And for starters, let's just get the obvious out of the way. Godzilla in this movie looks phenomenal. It looks like I went outside right now with my phone and just recorded Godzilla walking down the street. The Godzilla in here looks very good. And this movie is only made with $15 million as well. Comparing that to $300 million the Marvels, and this movie looking better than that, is saying a lot. So, Godzilla in here looks amazing. They got every detail right. Okay, now let's start talking about not so obvious, but everything I still liked. Wow. This movie focused a lot on the characters. Now, if you guys didn't watch my review that I posted yesterday, the day of recording this, I reviewed Meg 2, and that movie did not focus on the monsters at all, of what you wanted from the movie. It focused on the story that was pointless. So, that one didn't work out. But this movie does it differently. This movie focuses on the characters, yes, but you actually care about the characters. Unlike Godzilla King of the Monsters, Godzilla vs. Kong, you don't really care about the characters in there. You just want to see monsters smashing everything, fighting each other. That's all you want to see from these type of movies. But not this movie. This movie, you're focused on these characters the entire time. And then once Godzilla does come banging around all over the place, instead of you actually being enjoyed, you're worried for these characters. For the first time in the Godzilla movie, of what I've seen at least. That's different, and this movie does that, and it works really well. You really connect to these characters. Wow. This movie flew by. I did not feel the runtime for this movie. It's 2 hours long. I did not feel that. It flew by. And yeah, it flew by. That's all I can really say about that, because what else am I supposed to talk about that? But this movie has a very deep, mature story. So all that monster brawling that you want, you're not getting that. You're getting a very deep, serious, mature story about post-World War II in a way, kind of. You'll know what I'm talking about if you've seen it or about to see it, but this movie has a very deep, mature story to it, and that right there was also surprising. And this movie also does it well, which is also why you care for the characters. So, when you watch this movie, keep in mind, it's not gonna be that monster mashing movie that you thought it was gonna be. Now, even though I did like this movie more than what I said so far, what I didn't like just stands out way more. And I want to kind of talk about that, even though it's not really a lot, but that stands out more. So with that being said, let's move on to everything I didn't like about this movie. And, like I said, not a lot going for it here. The first thing is that everyone says that in every review, everyone is saying that Godzilla looks amazing with the $15 million budget. I said that too, because it does. But all the green screen I found in here, not all of it, but there was a good chunk of it, the CGI that no one is talking about for the green screen. The green screen effects in here are, compared to Godzilla, they are not good. I can tell that all the budget for this movie went into Godzilla because there's green screen effects in here, and compared to Godzilla, it's out there. You can notice it, but most movies have that these days, so by this point, it's not really an issue. Another thing, though, you can predict character arcs. They're introduced. You can basically pinpoint it to where it's gonna end, and you can map out how this character's arc is gonna end, and the direction that character is gonna go. The last thing on here that didn't really bother me, but it can bother some of you guys, is that, well, for currently, right now, as recording this, the only way you can watch this movie is in Japanese with English subtitles. Now, that wasn't a problem for me. I watch anime in sub all the time. If you guys didn't know this, there's anime right here. But that can be a problem for some people. There's not a single English word spoken in this movie. Like the entire movie, there's just subtitles in English. So, not a problem for me, but can be a problem to some of you guys watching. All in all, Godzilla -1 is a really good Godzilla movie. From what I have seen of Godzilla, I can't really say it's the best one because I haven't seen a lot, but I can say that this is the best one that I have seen, and it really works with everything they're doing. Godzilla looks amazing, not so much the green screen, but you can tell all the budget went into Godzilla, and the character arcs, the mature story they have in here. This movie's not funny. Like, there was one joke that I laughed at in this entire movie. Just showing how mature the story is. Just everything. It's just this different tone for a Godzilla movie that I have seen. And it all works. This is not that kind of comedy monster mash that you are expecting. This is a much more mature story told in Japanese subtitles. I mean, like, yes, some character arcs are predictable, but all in all, I do definitely recommend this movie, even if you're not a Godzilla fan. I'm not really from what I have seen, but this story in here is just worth watching. And an out of 10, I give Godzilla -1 a 8.5 out of 10. Thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Comment down below your thoughts. Follow my Letterboxd Katakota Man movie. And I will see you guys all next time. Goodbye.